14 minutes. Now, that's how long it took me to build an AI agent that now handles tasks I used to spend hours on every single day. Now, I'm not a developer. I don't have a computer science background. I genuinely had no idea what I was doing when I first started out, and that's exactly why I'm making this video. Because everything that I found online about AI agents made it sound like this massive, complicated thing reserved for people who actually know how to code. But when I finally just sat down and I tried it, the whole thing just came together faster than I expected, using tools that are completely free and available right now in 2026. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact process, the tools, the setup, every step, so that you can also build your own agent and actually understand what it's doing and why. And the part that genuinely caught me off guard, once it was running, it just started doing things I didn't even plan for it to do. And we'll get into that. Now, if you want to master AI tools and you want to learn how to build profitable SaaS apps and websites and AI agents and mobile apps with AI, then I've also created a complete masterclass for you that shows you exactly how to do it all step by step. Now, my masterclass normally costs $499 to join, but since you are watching this video, thank you. You can join completely free. Just check out that link in the description below to get free access to my masterclass, and you can also start building your AI-powered business today. All right, so let's go ahead. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Now, most people still assume that building an app means learning how to code first, right? The moment that they hear terms like databases, authentication, hosting APIs, or backend systems, they immediately think that the whole process is just too technical to even attempt. Platforms like Base44 change that completely. Base44 is an AI-powered app builder that turns plain language descriptions into fully functional web apps. You just describe what you want to create in plain English, and the platform handles the technical side automatically in the background for you. And that includes the interface, the database structure, authentication, hosting, and any app logic without needing to manually code any of it yourself. So what makes Base44 useful is the variety of things that it can build. You can create dashboards and booking systems, internal business tools, client portals, productivity apps, AI-powered workflows, and fully web applications directly just from prompts. So getting started is simple. Just head over to Base44, create an account using your email, of course, verify it, and you'll land directly inside of the builder dashboard here, ready to start creating. Now, the dashboard itself is centered around a prompt box where you just describe the app that you want to build in your natural language, English. So underneath that, Base44 gives you category shortcuts to help guide the ideas depending on the type of project that you want to create. Now, at the bottom here of the page, you can also access recent projects along with community templates built by other users. So before we start building, it is also very important to understand how the pricing works, because Base44 uses a credit-based system where message credits are consumed each time you send a prompt to create or modify your app. And the free plan currently includes 25 monthly credits, which is enough to experiment and build smaller projects. Paid plans increase the available credits, of course, for larger or more active builds that require more iterations and testing. Inside the pricing page, you can see here the different plan tiers along with the number of monthly credits included in each one. Now, as your projects become more advanced, those credits do become more the main resource you're going to be working with while building inside the platform. So now that the dashboard, the prompt system, and the pricing structure should make a little bit more sense, we can go ahead and start building the actual app step by step inside of Base44. Now, we're going to keep the process beginner friendly here and build everything one feature at a time so that you can clearly see how each prompt changes and expands the app as we go along. A task management app is one of the best beginner projects because it just covers the core parts of building a real application without becoming too difficult to follow. Almost everyone already understands what tasks are and why organizing them matters, so the project just immediately feels practical from the start. So at the same time, it also introduces things like forms and databases and dashboards and authentication and AI features in a way that still feels manageable for someone new to app building. And for this build, we're creating 6 main features all step by step. And we're going to start with the core task creation system, where our users can add tasks along with details like priority levels, due dates, status updates. And after that, we'll organize everything using filters and sorting so that tasks stay easy to manage even as the list grows. Now, once the structure is in place, we'll add a dashboard that tracks progress and gives users a quick overview of what's completed, what's overdue, and what still needs attention. Then we'll enable user authentication so that every person has their own, of course, private account, right? And and their task data. After the main app is working properly, we'll add a built-in AI assistant that can also manage tasks through normal conversation. Then we'll upgrade it into a more advanced AI agent that can understand the user's tasks contextually, answer questions naturally, and help manage workloads through conversation instead of manual input. And that's the part that really changes the whole experience here completely, because now people can just type something like, remind me to finish the presentation tomorrow morning, or what should I focus on first today? And then the app will handle naturally without forcing users to go through a bunch of forms and menus every single time. So the first feature that we need to build out is the core task creation, because everything else in this app does depend on it. A task management app only becomes useful once users can actually create tasks, add details, and see those tasks saved inside the app. So for this first build, we're keeping the scope simple on purpose. The task form needs a title so that the user can quickly name the task, a description field, of course, for extra context, a due date so there is a clear deadline, a priority level from low to high, and a status field so that the task can be marked as to do, in progress, or done. Now, these 5 fields give each task enough information to be useful without making the whole app just feel overloaded at the beginning. So once this part works out properly, then every other feature we add later on has something solid to be built on. So inside the base 44 prompt box, let's enter this first prompt. Build a task management app starting with just the core task creation feature. Users should be able to create a task by entering a title, a description, a due date, a priority level from low to high, and a status of to do, in progress, or done. Display all created tasks and a clean list view below the form. Use a modern minimal design with a light background and a dark text. So after submitting the prompt, base 44 will generate the first version of the app in the preview here. And at this stage, the app should have a simple task creation form and a clean list view underneath it where newly created tasks appear. This gives us the foundation of the entire project now. So now, before adding dashboards and filters, accounts, or AI, we do need to make sure the basic task creation flow is working clearly and reliably. But here's the thing, as you've seen, base 44 is incredibly powerful, but most people still don't know how to use it properly. They end up building basic apps that don't make any money or websites that can't even convert. And that's exactly why I created my own complete base 44 masterclass. Inside of my course, I'm going to show you step by step how to build profitable SaaS businesses, high converting websites, and mobile apps, all using AI, of course, with zero coding required. You're going to learn how to build AI agents that solve real problems and generate recurring revenue. Also, the exact prompts and strategies that I use to create professional websites in minutes, along with how to clone successful apps and add your own profitable twist to them, and my proven system for turning base 44 projects into actual income streams. Now, this is not just theory. I'm going to walk you through real builds. I'm going to show you my exact process, and I'll give you the templates and the frameworks that have helped my students launch their very own successful AI-powered businesses. And again, this masterclass normally costs $499 to join, but only for the people that are watching this video. And again, thank you. You can join completely free. So if you're serious about building something profitable with AI in 2026, you got to click that link in the description to join my base 44 masterclass, because I tell you, your future self will thank you for taking action today instead of just watching another tutorial. All right, so going back to our build, once our users can create tasks, then the next thing they usually run into is a bunch of clutter. At the beginning, a simple list feels fine because there are only a few items on the screen. But after adding more tasks though, then everything starts blending together and it becomes harder to quickly see what actually does matter. And that's where organization just starts becoming more important, because the app needs a way to separate urgent work from low priority tasks, active work from completed work, and upcoming deadlines from pretty much everything else just sitting in the backlog. So without filtering and sorting, users just kind of end up scrolling through the same long list every time that they want to find something, right? So for this next step, we're adding filter options for priority level, status, and due date so that tasks can be narrowed down quickly depending on what the user wants to focus on. And we're also adding sorting by due date and priority, which helps bring the most important tasks to the top instead of forcing users to have to manually search through everything else themselves. So on top of that, we're also changing the layout into a Kanban style board with 3 columns: to do, in progress, and done. So this makes the app just much easier to scan because users can now just instantly understand the state of their workload just by looking at the board. Now enter the second prompt into base 44. Add task filtering and organization to the app. Include filter options to view tasks by priority level, status, and due date. Add a sort option to sort tasks by due date or priority, group tasks visually by their status into 3 columns: to do, in progress, and done, in a Kanban style layout. So after sending over that prompt, the preview should now update into a much more structured interface here. So the app starts looking less like a basic checklist and more like an actual productivity tool that people can realistically use every day. The app already lets users create tasks and organize them into a cleaner board, so the next improvement that we're going to do is giving them a quick read on the workload. So people don't always want to inspect every single card just to know how much they have finished or what still needs attention. So a dashboard just makes that information visible right away. It brings the most important numbers to the top of the app so that users can quickly understand their progress before deciding what to work on next. So for this feature, we're adding 4 summary cards here: total tasks, completed tasks, tasks in progress, and of course overdue tasks. Now those numbers give users a simple snapshot of their workload without making them dig through the board manually. We're also adding a progress bar here underneath the cards, and this just gives our users a sort of visual sense of how much they have completed overall, and it updates automatically whenever tasks are added or their status changes. Now enter the third prompt into base 44. Add a dashboard at the top of the app showing 4 summary cards: total tasks, completed tasks, tasks in progress, and overdue tasks. Below the cards, add a progress bar showing the overall percentage of tasks completed. Make the dashboard update automatically as tasks are added or their status changes. Again, after submitting that prompt, our layout should immediately start looking more polished and complete. Our dashboard appears above the task board and updates dynamically as different tasks move between statuses. Now, if you mark tasks as completed or add new overdue tasks, then the numbers and the progress bar should react automatically in real time. Small details like this make a big difference because users no longer have to mentally track everything themselves anymore. The app just starts giving feedback visually, which makes it much easier to stay organized and keep track of progress throughout the day. Right now, the app has tasks, filters, a dashboard, and progress tracking, but all of that only matters if each user has their own private space. A task app is personal by nature, so people might add work deadlines, client notes, reminders, project details, or even private errands, so that kind of information should, of course, right, never be visible to someone else using the same app. And that is what user authentication solves. It gives each person their own account and makes sure that their tasks only belong to them. So when they log in, they can then see their own dashboard, their own tasks, and their own progress. In traditional app development, this usually takes a lot of setup. You would need to build login pages, handle signups, protect routes, manage sessions, and make sure that the database only returns the right user's records. Base 44 can generate that whole flow from just one instruction. So now let's enter the 4th prompt into base 44. Enable user authentication so each user has their own private account. Make sure all data is completely private per user and no user can see another user's tasks. So after that prompt runs, we'll publish the app and then just test the login flow. And you should see that base 44 has created the sign up and login experience all automatically. So let's try creating one account, adding a few tasks, then signing in with another account. So the second account should start fresh because the task data is now separated per user. And this turns the project from a personal demo into something that can actually support multiple users properly, because now each person gets their own workspace and the app protects their task data without any manual backend setup. Now we can add the part that makes the app a lot easier to use, because so far every task action depends on the user clicking through the interface. They need to open the form, fill in the title, choose the due date, select the priority, pick the status, and repeat that process every time they want to add or update something. And that works, but it is not always how people naturally think about tasks, because most of the time someone already knows what they need to do and then just wants to say it quickly, like add a high priority task to finish the client report by Friday. So base 44 lets us add a native AI assistant directly inside of the app without setting up an external API, connecting to a separate chatbot tool, or wiring up any custom AI service manually. So our assistant can live inside of the app interface and respond to normal messages from the user. So for a task management app, that just makes the workflow a lot faster, because now the user can describe what they want in plain language, and then the assistant can just understand the message, figure out the task action, and then apply it inside of the app. So now enter the 5th prompt into base 44. Add a native chat assistant to the app, and the assistant should be able to understand natural language messages and perform task actions based on them. Place the chat chat interface as a chat bubble at the right side of the app. So after that prompt runs, the app should now have a chat bubble here on the right side of the screen. So let's go ahead and open it up and test a simple message like asking the assistant to create a task with a due date and a priority level. Now, the important thing to check here is that the assistant is not just replying with text. It should also understand the request and then turn that message into an actual task action inside of the app. And this is where the task manager starts becoming more convenient, because now users can still use the normal interface when they want to, but now they also have a faster option for creating, updating, or checking tasks through conversation. Now, the assistant we added can already help with basic task actions, but now let's say we want to make it more smart about the actual work inside of our app. So a basic assistant usually waits for direct instructions. If the user says, create this task, it creates the tasks. If the user says, mark this as done, it updates the task. So that's useful, but it still depends on the user knowing exactly what to ask for. Now, a dynamic AI agent should understand more of the situation. It should be able to look at the user's task list, understand deadlines and priorities, notice what is already completed, and respond in a way that actually fits the current workload. And that means then the user can ask more natural questions like, what should I focus on today? Or can you help me break down this project? Now, the agent should not just give a generic answer. It should use the tasks already inside of the app and then just guide the user based on what is urgent, overdue, or connected to other work. So for this upgrade, the agent should be able to create new tasks, update existing ones, mark tasks as complete, answer questions about the task list, suggest related tasks, and also help with related work through conversation. It should also confirm changes before applying them so that the user always stays in control. And we can say something like, upgrade the AI assistant into a dynamic agent that fully understands the user's task lists and can hold real conversations about it. The agent should be able to create tasks, update existing ones, mark tasks as complete, answer questions, suggest related tasks, and do related work. The agent should always respond in a friendly, conversational tone and confirm any changes it makes before applying them. And after the prompt runs with that, let's go ahead and test it with a real conversation instead of just one command. So we'll ask what tasks need attention first, ask it to break down a larger task, then ask it to update or complete something from the list. So the difference should be clear here because the agent is now using the context of the task list, not just reacting to isolated messages. And there you go. From a single prompt box, we built a full task management app that can organize work, track progress, handle private user accounts, and even manage tasks through regular conversation. Now, a few years ago, building something like this just would have meant setting up a whole big database, authentication system, front-end frameworks, hosting, and AI integrations manually before the app even started working. Now, the entire process just moves much faster because the focus shifts from writing infrastructure to actually building the product itself. And that's it for this build. I hope you learned something and invested your time well with me. I'll see you at the next one.